Hey everybody, welcome back to Unloaded with Grace Boatright, brought to you by FullMagNews. I'm your host, Grace Boatright. This week we're going to be taking apart a Glock 43, undoubtedly one of Glock's better concealed carry guns, and one of my personal carry favorites as well. We thought it was about time that we did a Glock. Glock is undoubtedly one of the largest manufacturers in the world. It's an Austrian-based company, but in just less than 40 years' time has really dominated the market, particularly with military and law enforcement agencies. This particular model is not necessarily popular with cops. This is really more of a personal carry gun. It weighs only about 18 ounces, has an overall length of just a little over 6 inches, and holds 6 in the mag. So really makes a really great carry gun. I think one of the many reasons Glocks are popular is that they are really incredibly easy to disassemble, clean, and reassemble. In fact, it's only going to take us about 30 seconds to strip this thing down completely, and I'm going to prove that right now. So of course, the first thing we're going to do is check the chamber and make sure that we do have an empty chamber, which we do. So first thing you're going to have to do is remove the magazine. The next thing you're going to have to do is pull the trigger. This, frankly, bothers a lot of people. I think it's the reason some people don't like to buy Glocks, but it really doesn't bother me that much. As you saw, I've already checked the chamber. We know it's all clear. We know everything is safe, and so I feel no qualms about pulling that trigger, just like so. So from here, what you're going to have to do, it's a little tricky. You're going to have to come over it like this, pull the slide back just slightly, and then get that takedown lever. Really kind of helps to have nails here. And then from here, it's just gonna slide right off. It really helps to pull both sides of that takedown lever at the same time. Kind of helps a little bit if you have nails. It is really pretty small. But from there, it's just gonna slide right off. And then we're gonna take that recoil spring and rod out of there, and we're gonna take the barrel out. Boom, now we already have everything broken down to its main pieces. From here, what you want to do is you want to take a brush and you want to get in the slide, and you just sort of want to run the brush through it, kind of break up any old dirt and powder that might be caked in there. And then we're going to run over it with a cleaning cloth here in a second. Now, this is a striker fired weapon. It's probably one of the most popular striker fire weapons on the market, and so you do want to be a little careful about getting too much cleaner or anything really in that striker channel there. First, let's address the barrel. So we're just going to take a brush, cleaning brush like so with the rod, and we're going to take it from chamber to muzzle end. And you're just going to, ooh, look at all that dirt. Look at all that powder that just flew out of there. So we're not going to pull it back through the barrel. You're just going to run it through a few times and get all that old powder broken up. There we go. Just want to do that one more time just to make sure. Like I said, this is my primary carry gun, so I do practice with it quite a bit, and it's possible that it is pretty dirty. All right, that should do it. From here, the recoil spring and rod are really meant to be one unit. You don't need to try to take that down any more than it is. Just sort of run the brush over it and get any kind of dirt and powder out of there. Now the frame is also not actually very intricate at all. You can just sort of run the brush over everything. There's some little parts back here, the striker assembly, that could get kind of dirty, and you don't want to get too rough with anything back there, but you do want to go ahead and run the brush over it. All right, cool. From here, we're going to take a cleaning cloth. So from here, you're just going to take a cleaning cloth. You're going to put a little cleaner on there, a little oil, and you're just going to start wiping up all of that old dirt and powder that we just brushed out of there, or I should say that we just loosened up. From here, it all should just wipe down nice and easy. Like I said, you do want to kind of be careful about getting too much in that striker channel. You don't want to clog it up, because that could reduce the effectiveness of the striker and make for some lighter striker hits, and we don't want that. You know, one of the cool things about Glock, in my opinion, is that frankly, it's just not a very old company. I think they only incorporated in about 1980, maybe 1979, and in that rather short amount of time, they have done a lot. Really dominating, like I said, law enforcement and military markets, and also the personal market. Concealed carry holders love Glocks as well. One of their key features of all the Glocks really is that they do not have safeties. As a company, Glock does not love safeties. I get that, and that could be another reason that they're popular with cops and military, because should you get into an altercation, that's one less thing to fool with. But it's also, frankly, something that I think a lot of personal concealed carry holders don't like about Glocks. Kind of just depends on the individual. I really don't have an opinion either way. Safety, of course, is just a mechanical device that also can fail. It's not a guarantee of safety. Just gonna get that magazine well, nice and clean. Sort of generally wipe everything down. All right, last we're gonna clean the inside of the barrel. You're gonna take a little cleaning cloth here, and a little cloth holder. You're gonna string it through like so. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil on there, not too much. But then we're just going to run that through the barrel, make sure it's nice and clean. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. Nice and clean. Looking down the barrel, yep, everything looks nice and shiny. Okay, so from here we're ready to reassemble our Glock 43. You're just going to pretty much do everything in reverse. You're going to take the slide, you're going to take the barrel, reinsert it like so. You're going to take your recoil spring and rod, and you're going to take the larger, flatter end. You're going to stick it towards the muzzle, and then you really want to make sure that it's seated nice and tight in that barrel lug. It would be possible to get it back on without it seated properly, and you definitely want to be careful about that, because then the gun won't fire, and that is the possibly worst case scenario. From here, you're just going to take the slide, you're going to get it back on the frame, and from here you're just going to pull back on the slide. That's it, it's on there. Now we're going to insert the mag, pull the trigger. There we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. For more cool videos, please visit FullMagNews.com. For more of my articles and videos, you can visit my Twitter handle at GraceBoatright7. Until then, we'll see you next week.